welcome everyone to our weekly Balanced Life, Happy Life gathering. My name is Ruben Yescas, and I'm very excited to be here. We have a very important information for you, a very nice topic today, everything related to nutrition, the importance of nutrition. And if this is your first time with us, welcome for this important gathering. Please welcome Randy Rolfe.
Hello, and welcome to the Balanced Life, Happy Life program on nutrition. I'm excited to try to help you get fully informed about nutrition, and that's really what we need to do. But Nikken has really done the work for you. You don't have to study nutrition for 40 years like I have to know how to supplement, because they've made it really easy. I'm going to share some slides with you, so give me a moment here. So can everyone see the slide?
Yes.
All right. Very good. So Nikken Kenzen Wellness. Kenzen is actually the Japanese word for wholesome, and Nikken's whole approach is wholesome. So even though these are supplements, they're part of a wholesome diet. And I love that about Nikken's approach. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story. I discovered Nikken when a naturopathic physician friend told me about the sleep system. And I was totally drawn in because I knew the dangers of unnatural energy fields, because as a young lawyer, I had helped a group of people sue the New York Power Company because they were trying to put a high voltage transmission line across their land. And so I saw the evidence that the court admitted to the dangers of electromagnetic pollution. So if you have a sleep system that gives you the natural energy, I was all over it. And then I learned that Nikken had organic food supplements. And I had started years ago with my great uncle, Scott Nearing, who became famous for his organic farm on the coast of Maine, year-round organic vegetables. So my family and I had been eating organic for a long time and taking supplements for a long time. So I was very excited to look at Nikken's line, and it was second to none. I was so excited. So I want to share it with you today. So who's looking out for our food? I found there's 30,000 food manufacturers, but the top 100 earn 70% of the profits. And the highest profits come from the highly processed food products, low in nutrition and laced with non-food chemicals. And 3/4 of the most profitable corporations in oil, chemicals, and tobacco are the major players in food production. So you know that health isn't their number one priority. And we often look to our governments to control our food quality, but the FDA is actually responsible for stopping false and misleading claims. They can't look at every label and every list of ingredients. They just watch for complaints and pursue those. Also, the Department of Agriculture works with farming practices and preventing contamination. They can't supervise food quality, and they're not empowered to do that. There are actually 2,000 untested chemicals found in packaged foods, and food companies can add new ones anytime merely by asserting that the chemical is generally recognized as safe by their industry. So the FDA and the Department of Agriculture in the US do make recommendations for an adequate diet for a typical healthy American, and our labels are about that, the RDA, but that's only for healthy Americans. That's an average. And so it's all left up to us. We must look out for our own food quality. And studies show that over 70% of American adults have made the choice to add daily food supplements to their diet. So what are the top 10 reasons for daily food supplements? First of all, depleted soils. In the last 100 years, we've really lowered the vitamins and minerals in our foods. Overprocessed foods cause loss of vital fiber, vitamins, minerals, and enzymes. And there are nutritional deficiencies in typical diets. A lot of children get half their calories from pure sugar. And so many don't meet the RDAs even. And sedentary life requires fewer calories, but the same basic nutrients. There's a lack of variety and balance in our fast-paced lives. biochemical individuality refers to how we all are individuals, and we change with age, activity, genetics, and lifestyle. We're different from each other. We also have a toxic burden on the body from pollution in air, water, food, drugs, personal care, and home products. And chronic stress from modern life increases the need for certain nutrients. Aging and illness obviously reduce our digestive and absorptive powers, so we need extra. And the purified sugars, fats, and proteins in our foods cause progressive damage to the liver, brain, and gut biome. So we need to supplement to help with all those purified foods. So here comes Nikken with their nutrition philosophy. And I was so excited to find this out because it's whole food based. Even though they're supplements, they're looking to have a whole diet and return the vitamins and minerals that have been removed from our processed food. And they believe in doing it the natural way, because our bodies are natural. They haven't changed in 5,000 years or 10,000 years. And it's organic based, which means that every ingredient is carefully chosen to maximize organic content. So this can fill in the nutritional gaps in your daily diet, and it gets us closer to nature, focusing on the organic. So I love this diagram of all of the Nikken products because it shows you how well they've thought of everything. That's why it's a complete system. And there's a core system that's good for all your cells. There's a meal replacement powder, and then great vegetable and great fruit powders. And then the 5 different areas, different systems, main systems: the nervous system, cardiovascular, immunity, muscle and skeleton, and gastrointestinal. And there are supplements for each of those. And I will go over them very quickly after I tell you the special advantages of Nikken's Kenzen Wellness Program. First of all, the processing. They process it with pharmaceutical grade processing, which means each capsule has what's on the label. And a lot of nutrition supplements don't go that far. It's actually much more costly to mix it better so that every capsule has the same thing in it. Also, physiological quantities. They never megadose. I've known people come into a health food store and say, oh, I need such and such. Well, you don't just need B12, you need all the B vitamins if you're low on B12. So balance is always the first thought in Nikken. And they use synergistic components. So they look at all different cultures and things that support the nervous system or support the gastrointestinal system. Their labels are really clear because they tell you what system you're supporting. And also you can go online and you'll see the whole label. I've looked up vitamins and you can't even find out what's inside it until you buy it. And that you don't have that problem with Nikken. It's priced competitively. They don't price gouge with the new hot vitamin that's popular all of a sudden. And meaning organic means there's no GMOs, no hormones, antibiotics, pesticides, herbicides, endocrine disruptors, heavy metals, or irradiation, which is wonderful. And then minimize fillers so you don't have a big detox problem going on. And the whole philosophy is to support the innate healing and maintenance functions of the body, not just addressing manipulating symptoms. Also, really a core thing is that it's the whole system supports the gut biome. And in the West, we're finally discovering what the East Asian tradition has been, that the health begins in the gut. And also our supplements are very sensitive to personal preferences, to have them vegan, gluten-free, kosher, paleo, so there's low carbohydrate in them. So now I'm going to go through the first 4 are the core nutritionals, unique features of the Mega Daily 4. That's going to be your vitamin and mineral complex, but it's so much more than that. Water soluble and fat soluble antioxidants for cellular function, and all the phytonutrients from all the different colors of vegetables. And you want colorful salads, well, you get this in a pill, believe it or not. And then there's a women's formula and a men's formula, and each of them have herbs that are known traditionally and medicinally to be helpful for those particular gender-oriented organs. So for women, green tea, dong quai, grapeseed extract, and more. And for men, the saw palmetto, green tea, pygamium, and africanum for the men's organs. And the daily 4 promotes healthy metabolism, cardiovascular immunity, and brain function, and hormonal balance for each gender, and their time lapse released so that they get optimum absorption and utilization. Now, everything I say is not reviewed by the FDA because it's not what they do. And the product is not intended for diagnosed treatment or cure or prevent any disease. It's designed to help the body do what it does best. And we're still discovering the wisdom of the body. So for the core products, the KVB, the Kenzen Vital Balance Meal Replacement Powder, has 1/3 of the RDAs that you need with your meal. The protein source is vegan pea that's very easily assimilated, organic, and the special features include billions of beneficial bacteria, and they're balanced, and they're actually specially encased so they go to the right part of your gut. Your enzymes in your stomach don't just kill them all. And then there's a high concentration of the medium chain triglycerides, which are found to promote even and energy flow and weight control by providing the ketones and balanced nutrition to the brain. The KVB also includes moringa and organic vegetables and monk fruit for natural sweetness. And all the components are from organic, sustainable sources when possible, and the vegan and kosher. And it tastes great too, and it fits in any smoothie. Then there's this wonderful vegetable, the barley grass, that's called nature's perfect food because it's so rich in enzymes and chlorophyll and lots of other good stuff. And it helps with the pH balance, the skin elasticity, helps prevent signs of aging, has all the enzymes you need to oxidize the fats so they aren't dangerous. And it's organic and proprietarily blended with acacia and pearl barley seed. And it's cold pressed so that all the enzymes are still lively to help with your digestion. So it's organic, vegan, and gluten-free. And then the best from the fruit world is our siaga, the mackay berry, elderberry, blackberry, raspberry, blueberry. And these are all known to support the 5 different functions that siaga stands for: cardiovascular, immunity, antioxidant, gastrointestinal, and adaptogenic, which refers to stress response. And we have this higher auric value than any other fruit drink out there. And it's been tested on the finished product, which is not often the case. And so it has a great taste, and it is a good support for so you don't go for sodas and stuff. You just drink good water with siaga. And this is one of my favorite products because it helps you digest everything else correctly. 20 different natural food source digestive enzymes in Digestion 420. And it helps with the 4 major food groups getting digested: protein, fat, fiber, and carbohydrates. So it works with the body to help improve digestion of all these things. And it's vegan. And I love this list: no dairy, no preservatives, no salt, no sugar, sucrose, no soy, no wheat, yeast, corn, nuts, gluten, artificial sweeteners, colors, or flavors. And I'm sure you've seen on labels where they say, well, processed in a plant that also does corn and soy and nuts. And that means that you might get some allergens in there, but Nikken goes the extra mile and makes sure those are not in there. The lactoferrin 2.10 is lactoferrin is a substance that's in mother's milk to help a baby develop a healthy system. It's absolutely phenomenal. And Nikken worked with the person who developed this and purified it. So it's really a fantastic material. And its main thing is the body transport iron, which is what carries the oxygen to all the body. It also includes inulin, ginger, turmeric, and rhodiola, which all work together as antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. So obviously it helps the gut bacteria, and it's lactose and gluten free. So even if you have lactose intolerance, it's easy to use. We also have the Detox for the cleansing, and this is a synergistic complex of 6 herbs: chicory, bupleurum, turmeric, milk thistle, schisandra, and ashwagandha. And they act gently together to help the body eliminate toxins, heavy metals, and the waste products of the metabolism. And they support the function of the 3 functions of the liver: detoxing, storing nutrients, and preparing the nutrients for other organs. And it's even been shown to help with weight management, because you get rid of the junk that's clogging the cells, and it's organic. And then clarity is for the nervous system. And obviously I've already talked about helping the brain with the KBB, but this is also a synergistic combination of foods and herbs known from different cultures to help with mental acuity, memory, and cognitive function. This is my sister's favorite product. The ingredients are fermented, which really helps get them in a condition where they're easily assimilable and 100% organic. Then there's Bergisterol, which works especially for the cardiovascular system. It's based on bergamot, which is a red orange from Italy that was discovered to help maintain normal blood glucose, cholesterol, triglycerides, and blood pressure, which is amazing. And it's so effective. Organic, vegan, and gluten-free. Then we have a completely vegan source of omega-3. And as you may know, most of the products in processed foods have much too much omega-6, which has been associated with carcinogenicity. And this is omega-3 from non-fish oil, from flaxseed, cranberry seed, and special algae. And so that supports the brain, the eyes, the nerves, and heart function. And again, it's organic and vegan and sustainable. We're not killing fish to just take their oil. And then there's immunity, which is 14 different mushrooms from around the world, and structured differently. They all affect the immune system different positive ways. 6 of the strains are exclusive to Nikken and developed to their highest concentration, organically grown for the good benefits, and rich in the alpha and beta glucans, which are getting a lot of attention lately because they help the immune system and the body doesn't produce them. Then we have the bone density supplements. This one is based on marine plant complex, just creates the right structure to grab the minerals and make the bones strong without getting brittle, and includes vitamin K2. And it works perfectly with our calcium complex, which is naturally sourced from milk, which makes it much easier to use properly than just the elemental calcium, which is in most supplements. And it also contains the rare minerals that work well with calcium, like boron and manganese, and also vitamin D3 to improve the bone health. And the last one is, but not the least, is joint. And this includes the acetyl myristoyl complex, CMC. And Nikken worked with the family of the scientists who discovered it to get the proprietary process for maximum effectiveness. And it's known to support collagen, bone, and connective tissue repair. Yes, collagen can be rebuilt. It also includes glucosamine and MSM and Boswellia plant, well known already to help with joints. So as I need to say again, FDA did not approve these statements, and we do not try to treat any diseases. We're all about full support of the body. So go and check out which one of these will best improve your balanced life, happy life. Get a wellness subscription, stay on top of your supplements so you never get caught up short, and save 10% too. Nikken supplements are packaged for a month's supply, so that's really easy. If you get ahead or behind, you can change your subscription easily with 3 days notice. So that's it. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you very much, Randy.
Back to you, Ruth.